My name is Skip, and I'm here for two reasons. Number one, I want to help you become a better leader. And number two, I want to help you help others. Delegating. Delegating is an art and not a science. It's a very difficult thing to do, but it can reap a lot of rewards within your organization and within your personal life, because you're going to be able to take some of the tasks you have to do and assign them to other people. By doing so, you'll free up your schedule, and you're also going to do something much more important, which is you're going to cultivate your followers to someday take over your position. So what is delegating? Whenever I facilitate leadership training with the group, I always kick off, as you know, asking, define leadership. What is a leader? What makes a leader? What are some qualities that a good leader has? Typically people say a good leader tells the truth and is trustworthy. They say they're a hard worker. They say they have a great understanding of a bit of the task assigned to them. They have a great understanding of what they're going to be doing with the group, the industry the group's in, the type of events the group's going to run. Another thing they say is that they have good time management. A lot of people, I'll talk about time management later, because I think that it's something that is misconstrued, and there's better ways to manage your time than just by scheduling efficiently. One of the critical skills is delegating, and this is something that's recognized by people who are already in leadership positions. And it's when you, like I said, you take a task in part of a project, or an event you're trying to run, or in whatever goal the group's trying to accomplish at the time, you take specific tasks and you give them to specific people or a group of people to accomplish. By doing this, you're able to spread the work out and make people feel more invested because they have a stake. They're working towards something. And as I said, your personal schedule gets thinned out a little bit, so you have more time to look at these people and manage them and help them out. Now, you're not passing the buck. This is very critical. You're not passing off responsibility. You are passing off a task. If it doesn't get accomplished, it still rests on your shoulders, despite what the person does below you. So, I'm going to give an example. I worked at a residential high school for students with language-based learning disabilities, and I was a dorm parent. I had a floor of high school boys, and I kind of was their overseer and role model. It was really fun. One day, I had a lot to do, and we had to clean our common room. And one of the students, Kyle, was like, you know what, Skip, I know you're stressed, you got to make this phone call, I can help, I'm 15 now, I can help get the boys running and we'll clean the room. So I said, awesome, Kyle, thank you, go get it done. And I went and made my phone call. Well, I came back and the room was still a mess and the kids were just basically running around. I was like, Kyle, what happened? He's like, I tried to get them to clean, but they didn't want to. They didn't want to. And I realized, Kyle's 15. The floor boys were 15. And it was ridiculous for me to assume that he would have the tools and the abilities to motivate these kids to effectively clean the room, even though they've done it like a dozen times or more. Because I had trouble getting the boys to clean the room. So what I learned in that moment really was that I could not just assume that it would get done properly. I had to help manage. I had to give him tools. I had to get him started. So when you delegate, the point of the story is that delegating is not just out of sight, out of mind, someone's going to take care of it. It really is this chance to work with someone else on their leadership abilities, work on their craft, whatever skills they're going to be developing during this task or project. You can help them become better at it. Why are you doing this? Why are you cultivating your followers? Why could I have cultivated Kyle to be a better leader within his group of peers? Well, it's because I'm a steward leader, and someday I'm going to be out of that leadership position. I'm no longer going to be leading the organization. And so I want my followers to be able to replace me. That is the reason I talk about living the wheel, I talk about being a steward leader. You're cultivating people to take over you. You're a temporary caretaker, a temporary leader, even if that temporary period lasts many years. So, Kyle was not going to become the dorm parent during the school year, but he could take on a greater role. And eventually, I want Kyle to be able to lead himself through life. I don't want him to have to call me for everything. So, when you delegate, use it as an opportunity to really cultivate your followers and to really help your organization progress forward in the project that they're on, but also that the individual can progress in their own leadership path. Okay, so that's it about delegating. It's an art, not a science. My name is Skip. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and go live the wheel.